Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steve. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Finally arrived. I was very antsy yesterday, I would say, waiting for the big game. So now I just have to focus on, the rest of the cooking. The folks are coming over around, 4:30, ready for some action. How about you?
Happy Super Sunday to you, Mindy Hahn,
Thank you.
the Midwest's premier sports handicapper. But, well, she's putting on her fan hat today. We'll allow that.
I'm cold. I'm cold. It's freezing. I had to let the dogs out. I'm cold.
Well, it's a big day for you, I know, as your team competes in the Super Bowl, trying to win for the third time.
Right.
Third time, two
And I
Super
had to wear my
Bowls.
Crystal Catch hat too, so I always like these as well. So the cure for cancer, I like it.
Of course, the Chiefs have, they famously won their two Super Bowls 50 years apart
Right.
and get a chance at another one today. The Eagles won the Super Bowl, of course, recently as well. So,
Right.
we'll have a little bit of a few guys on the roster that played and won that Super Bowl a few
Yeah.
years ago. And of course, they did win 3 NFL championships as well. But, this is the Super Bowl era. As we get ready for the big game today. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the morning's team on our big day, Super Bowl Sunday. This is it. We work all year for one
That's
big
right.
day.
This is it. The
And
epitome of it all.
I get it. Everybody gets tired of the talking heads and just get on with the game. But we took care of business with the other sports. No big deal. Uh, it could be talked about, for 2 weeks, and I don't know. I wasn't really into the run up necessarily. I pick and choose what I want to watch, so I wasn't really caught up in this is taking too long. You know, let's get on with the game type of thing. Wish it was already time, but we still got
Couple
9.5 hours away.
Just enough time for my pork shoulder to cook, Ramon. That's all. That's all it is. It's just, food prep time right now.
So a little bit, we'll see what Mindy says for the game, but
Tifa made it. All right.
wearing her uh, shirt or hat, and we know what's going on here, Mindy. Come on.
Pants, underwear, all of it. All Chiefs today. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll give it away.
We'll talk about the Super Bowl. We'll talk about the other sports that are leading up to the Super Bowl. 4 games in hockey, 2 in the NBA, and there is a college basketball card as well. We'll just preview a couple of games today, 3 games on the card. Hey, anybody with an odd screen or maybe logged into their books, take a look right now as some steam appears to be coming in on one of the big favorites today in the National Hockey League. We'll get to those games in a bit, but the Edmonton Oilers right now are getting steamed up, Mindy. We know that, well, I don't know. What did you have them at? They were at maybe 250, 260. And now they're heading almost to 275. I'm showing even some 280s and higher. So our first steam action of the show, at least, is coming in on the Edmonton Oilers today. How is everyone doing? Let's say hello to everyone in the chat before we get started with the show. It's a short show.
Yeah.
It'll be longer as far as, I don't have anything prep. I didn't prep for the Super Bowl show. I just
Come on, Ramon.
just talk. Well, I mean, I prep for all the other sports. I mean, as far as the Super Bowl is concerned, right? And maybe people already know what we like if our regular viewers. So hello to Ron here today, and Kevin was here. Second like. That's true, Kevin. We always appreciate whether you're first, second, third, fifth, whatever with your likes, because not everyone clicks on the likes. But even though you are patting yourself on the back, the loser of today's game, for example, is not going to say, Oh, second place, not bad.
Second place, the first loser, Ramon, the first loser.
Thanks to Kevin as always. Greg's here today. He wants to talk basketball and be talking about that game between the Grizzlies and the Celtics. So, well, Memphis, pretty good team, man. No doubt about it. And Ron's not too much going on. Uh, Greg says the Magic. Mindy, we choked. We choked last night, so
Jeez, I guess.
maybe that's why I'm not totally perky.
Oh, Ramon, get your diet, or you don't drink diet, right? Get your regular soda, your Red Bull, your coffee. Get perked up.
All right. Well, we weren't too swift in basketball. Let's be,
True.
we're gonna belabor. We'll go over and check out the website here in a little bit. Hello to Blake as well. And TJ's here today. Great. And you guys are talking props in the Super
That's
Bowl
right.
already. Yep. I got a few props maybe I'll throw in there, but Ron's talking single game parlay. Mindy's got Patrick throwing over 300 yards, got him throwing 2 touchdowns and taking the points.
I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I'm hoping, Ron. I'm hoping. I'm not sure if that's how it's going to go, but I'm hoping.
Scotch is here. TJ's here. He had a winner with the Warriors in the first half. Lakers.
TJ's fire lately. Just throwing up, winners all the time there in the Discord.
Hey, Lakers, Lakers competed in that game pretty well, obviously. They did a pretty nice job in the game there. And we saw, some of the new personnel out there with their new teams. So, all right. And again, everything just kind of jammed in there leading up to the game. There's golf, too. The golf should be a pretty spectacular finish. Yeah. They have a Sunday finish. They finish a little bit early. The golfers are probably all heading over to the Super Bowl. They got, a lot of them have tickets for the game. Probably in this one, but it's going to be coming down to a good finish today. TJ with props. You guys would be welcome to put in the props in there too when we get started. But hey, Cuddy's back. I was hoping Cuddy would come back.
I know, and it sounds like he pulled through with a big winner for the birthday, Valentine's Day. Got it all covered now.
Okay, good. Because
right,
like I said, we
want to make sure he comes back.
Well, right. I mean, we're not going to set a record today, I don't think, even on Super Bowl Sunday. I mean, anybody who tuned into us for the first time yesterday probably not going to come back.
Right.
That's not your guys' fault. Mindy and I made the final calls on that, but I was like, 3-6 with my NBA video plays, and I think we, had the reverse sweep. So we had some winners in college basketball yesterday. I think Mississippi State, Utah, but could have been better. We had a hockey winner as well, but definitely underwater for Team Steam yesterday. Yeah, we had the Devils and the Wild under, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a totally unsuccessul day.
Well, exactly, because Ramon Scott just totally killed it.
We'll head over to the website.
You should see it. Here it comes.
Yep, Latifah's there. Okay, I'll bring it up. I mean,
if you have to, right? I guess.
Well, the thing is, I mean, this show is about Team Steam, but yes, we are here to promote also our premium picks, our individual packages. So, yep, Latifah's here for our 4-game NHL card.
3 planes fly over the stadium. That's a prop. And does that mean like during the game, or is that like during the national anthem?
The flyover, yeah, the flyover.
But isn't it like 4 lady pilots?
Oh, is it? I did see.
Yeah.
You're totally into it.
Well, I mean, you know.
Oh, there. Okay, Cuddy did have it. Okay, great. I'm glad Cuddy got through all that because I mean, I don't know what we were, you know, definitely we had enough games. Hey, Nathaniel's here today. We could use Nathaniel to help us with our NBA.
That's right.
Kevin's ready for the halftime show.
Oh my goodness.
We had a big day yesterday, yeah.
I was wondering why I got quiet suddenly.
Yeah. I might have to do it again. Okay, Ron has his specialty props ready to go.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. We got folks in there on the heads, folks in there on the tails. Who's going to win the 50-50 shot on this one?
Blake also talking about the halftime promotion with Gronk.
I'm in on it. Why not? Why not?
Have that commercial.
I hope the commercials are pretty good too, because it seems like a lot of times there's they try to do all the previews right before. I prefer kind of the the funny, the animals, stuff like that. Less tech, more fun, because I always wind up crying at least like 2 commercials. Like the Clydesdales get me all the time. Oh my goodness.
Well, I don't know if I'm crying during Clydesdale's commercials.
Well, it's always the Clydesdale, and there's like a young
dog.
Or a dog. Oh man, it's like I can't watch the ASPCA commercials. Can't do it. I'm such a sap.
Hey, Airplane Boop, where you been?
I know. Haven't been around for a while.
We'll say Sierra's here today. So, all right, Matt's here, of course. And yeah, I didn't get anything together. I won't be joining. I was hoping to have some type of live show, but we will not have that at this time. So it's okay. I'll just be by myself watching the game.
Should we like Skype you in to the Super Bowl party here, or what? What, Ramon? What should we do?
Lorenzo's not leaving us. That's how far. Now I'm just seeing the 3 planes fly over stadium. Yeah.
It does say post anthem on there, so.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, usually I think it, the anthem ends. Here comes the. I'd like to welcome Mindy Dawn Gossharper here joining us today.
Fairfield, Mount St. Mercy.
Yep, Mount St. Mary.
Mount Mary. I said Mercy, didn't I?
Fairfield. We probably can.
I meant what I knew.
We probably can squeeze that one in. Looks like Dawn knows all about the show.
Yep.
Knows what goes on, even though I don't know if we've met before. Welcome in. Jeffrey Linton's here. He's coming to Vegas on Thursday. Should be here today. Yep, and we'll see if we could, we'll see you tomorrow. Write down, everybody, what commercials you liked, and we'll talk about it post-mortem on the Monday show. I don't even know what the hotel commercial is. TJ, Mindy, are you? I did see Gronk, with one of the lead up to with him staring down the female official, I think, or something like that at a press conference, getting ready for the big kick. Butterscotch ready for the Puppy Bowl. I think we touched a few. I mentioned a few of them yesterday.
Yeah.
That's one of those leaky ones, though, because the Puppy Bowl is not live. I believe it has already been conducted, and there might actually be some leaks out there about what is going to happen. The script, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
The Puppy Bowl script. They don't even make the Puppy Bowl like they used to. But you know how to score a touchdown in the Puppy Bowl. You just need to grab a toy and run into the end zone. Anybody can do it.
But I know I was in on some, who was that did the free plays? Yeah, I think it might be the DraftKings or whatever, that there's like you can do the free entries in there for Super Bowl commercials. Like there's the Coors Budweiser, no, Coors Miller Lite commercial, so you can pre-bet on that for free. So there's lots of stuff you can get in on for free in there.
Here come the props, and we're not even into the show yet. But Ron, here's the thing about the Kelce anytime, it's the chalk, right? But come on, I mean, if anything's going to happen today, it would be Kelce to get into the end zone, I would guess.
All right.
TJ first TD's a run. Okay, Ben.
Yeah,
you guys know
lots of
what's
new folks in here, though. Good morning,
Hey.
Harry. That's right.
And some not so new folks as well.
Right. All right. Can't find MVP props. It's in there somewhere.
All right. Yeah, Gary, good to have you as well. Let's go ahead and take a look
Thomas
at Lewis.com and see what happened here yesterday. Yeah, you're right, Mindy. I was on top of the handicapper leaderboards for yesterday. And not pictured here. I did also go 2-1 in the UFC,
Nice.
So it's actually 13-3. But I lost was $1.80 favorite or $1.50 favorite, so I was only plus 50 on my 3 UFC picks. But that's not pictured in my record from yesterday. But 11-2 nonetheless. So look at the last 7 days. Look at the last 30 days. Who was up there, Mindy? It's none other than you and I.
There we go. I see us. You got the left side. I'll take the right side.
Great job, Mindy. That's the way it should be. Our other cappers doing well. Nick had a good day. Joshua hasn't lost yet, I don't think. I mean, he's 12-5 since joining the site.
Not too bad. Right.
So see the records there. Tim, good job over the last 7 days. And Mindy, do you have anything other than the Super Bowl?
I do, actually. I have quite a few plays. I did a 7-pack. So I have 3 in NHL,
Yeah, we need some winners.
3 in college basketball, and of course, a Super Bowl game that we've been kind of talking about. So I have 7 plays today. I like them.
Okay, there they are.
So and I got a 3-pack in college basketball, 3-pack NHL, and the Super Bowl.
All right, we'll get Mindy's. We'll get 1 pick from Mindy on the Super Bowl, and 1 from me as well, and then the other pick, I guess, is that best bet. So we'll see what Mindy has in store for us when it comes to that. And click on the handicapper leaderboard, see who's hot. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages on Sunday and every day. It doesn't matter. Short term, long term, single game, it doesn't matter. Make sure you use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. Hey, it's a great time to talk about the 2-for-1 capper promotion.
Right.
Because if they would choose us over the last 30 days, you've produced nearly twice as much profit as I have. Over the last 30 days, Mindy's up 2,800 units. I'm up nearly 1,500 units. So pretty strong numbers there, 4,200 units. Over the last 7 days, you can click on the 2-for-1 capper promotion, pick both Mindy and I, and get us maybe for a week or so, and watch the show as well. Hopefully we'll do better than yesterday. Get back to our winning ways. But,
yeah, we hopefully can't do any worse than yesterday.
Okay. Well, you know what? To be fair, I think we probably have. I think had maybe worse. We had some winners yesterday, but not up to par what we had been doing. So you can choose the 2-for-1 capper promotion, and you can save 20% off of that as well by using the promo code TonyT at checkout. So
All right.
thanks a lot, everybody. We're getting more comments from everyone as we get ready here. Yeah, I don't know. Daniel's here today. He's got the Boston Scott TD. Tony Livernessi is here. Jeffrey Linton says the game is going to go over. Tony's also on, looks like Sanders rushing attempts. Matt D. Eagles first half, KC full game.
Plus 650. They're trying to entice me, Ramon, into playing lots of plays today.
Well, I'll have lots of plays. I don't have a
not.
lot of recommendations as far as props are concerned. I mean, the Kelsey prop, we'll talk about him in just a minute. Angel's got his plays loaded up as well. Let's just get into it so we don't keep everybody
in suspense.
Yeah. Max Newman.
Maybe not.
Max Newman's an Eagles man here. So Cuddy's the hottest Cuddy has been. So great percent better. As well, Thurman Hill. Got the regulars. Let's get started.
All right, here we go.
I don't know if it's a rapid rundown today. There's not a lot of games, so we'll give each game its fair due, unlike yesterday when we had to motor through 30 games. So Daniel's going to buy up the total a little bit. Let's get started with it and show the fact that in Super Bowl 57, the Eagles are now a 1-point favorite against the Chiefs. Mindy, the Eagles probably took that steam a little bit early. And, there's not a lot of widely reported steam when it comes to the Super Bowl. It's pretty hard to move the needle, but usually it's just the public moving it a little bit. So we did see a few props out there and few numbers coming in, but go ahead and type in all your props right now, you guys, and we'll talk about them. Mindy will get started. I'm not putting you on the spot, Mindy. Look, you are a Chiefs fan, so that's a disclaimer.
Right.
But
I don't think it's going to be any surprise here of who I want to win and who I think will win today. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the total. That's exciting. Everyone kind of has their plays out there, as you can tell. There's, you either have already probably made your mind up here on the Eagles or on the Chiefs, but maybe you haven't made your mind up on the total yet. We have some that are coming in here a little bit. But, kind of how I see this is that both of these quarterbacks here, they're a little bit banged up. The Chiefs, wide receivers also a little bit banged up. The last 7 playoff games have gone to the under this season. And that's where I'm going to be looking here today, Ramon. The Chiefs only basically ran, 38% of the time this season. It's like the 8th lowest, right? And the Eagles are kind of susceptible here to the run this season. So I kind of think that this might be a little bit of banged up Mahomes. And so I think we might see a lot more running here with the ball today. The Eagles run defense is 21st in adjusted yards. And the Chiefs offensive line actually ranks 3rd. I think this script for the Eagles is going to be something similar to how the Buccaneers took down the Chiefs. I think if you're going to look at a way to beat the Chiefs, this is how you're going to go. And if you took a look at that, all they did is put pressure on Mahomes. They sacked him, I think, almost like 4 times. Maybe it was like hurried or knocked down about 10 times. So I think the Eagles will have to put pressure on Mahomes, and they'll have to go ahead and double team Kelsey. So basically what that does is if you take a look at, where the Eagles have been in adjusted sack rating, they're first, right, with 70. And the Chiefs, though, they're 6th in adjusted, sack rate as well. So the Chiefs may be able to get some pressure on this quarterback here today, Mr. Jalen. So I just think that This one here is might be a little bit slow, might be a little bit methodical. Eagles only allow 10 points on defense here throughout the playoffs. Chiefs 17. Chiefs have now won, though, 10 in a row versus the NFC. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited. I definitely think it's going to be close. I don't really expect a rout either way in this game. I kind of think sometimes it might go to who has the ball last. So yeah, I'll be taking the under in this one here today, Ramon.
Hold on a minute. So I'm here on this show. I don't have any idea who you think is going to win this game.
Right. So you have no idea who you think I'm going to win.
Boy,
maybe the team that has, the toughest strength of schedule versus the team that has the lowest strength of schedule, and the team that had to beat, I don't know, maybe a 4th-string quarterback and Daniel Jones. All
right. Well, I was hoping to make it, a consensus play here on the Super Bowl because, Angel says, who is Mindy rooting for? I wonder.
I don't know. Who could it be?
Well,
I do think it's going to be something like a 42-46 game. That's kind of where I'm thinking this one's going to land today, Ramon.
Yeah, total points, 42, between 42 and 46 points. Yeah, I mean, it's a pro football game, so I like the under in this one. I mean, I definitely agree. Probably should land, 47. Obviously, could, end up close enough, and what could get to 52. Who knows, right? In a situation like this, Super Bowls always seem to play out a little bit longer in a way. But again, what about all those? All the talk about the Eagles and that great pass rush that they have this season, and they have been awesome. So. They could put pressure on Mahomes here a little bit. I like it under as well. I'll be taking the under. So Mindy and I do have a premium consensus in the Super Bowl for this one. So we will be going under. I think that the Eagles will have massive problems running the ball against the Chiefs, believe it or not. Look, I don't think any team's going to be running the ball, but yet they're not big. To me, they're not explosive passing teams. More possession-y, I feel like. Is that a word? I can't. That's not even.
I think so.
A word, but I don't think Brown is a home run hitter. Okay, I don't think. Juju's a home run hitter. I don't think Valdez-Scantling is going to have a rough time of it, I would think, today. So, to me, I do like I like Hurts's props over. I think he will have success. I don't think I like all the running props for the Eagles under. I'm not liking their running game here today. Daniel Treshel says, look at this. He's got Kelce for a monster game.
I hope.
Look, the logic being the Chiefs win, Mahomes gets the MVP. But watch out. If Kelce could get the big TD, he could get multiple TDs, and that could give him the most valuable player. Quarterbacks usually win it. So TJ going, I don't know what contrarian is here on this game necessarily. I mean, I don't know. It feels like the action is pretty well split. They are saying maybe the Eagles are taking about 60% of the action here. So appreciate everyone's comments. The other prop that I think I do like in this, and Kadarius Toney, don't forget, if there's anybody that is a little bit banged up, I mean, he's probably the most notable of the injured players in this one. Mindy, let's see what his status actually is. I'm sure he's in the game, right, Mindy? But he's been the only one.
Well, Mecole Hardman's
Hardman also.
Yeah, Hardman out. So
Yeah, and that's a significant, I'd say, a
Sure.
significant injury because we waited for him to come back and get back into the lineup. But yeah, definitely a concern there. So Tony probable today. Schuster's on that injured list as well. So, all right, Mindy, I'm on the over with you. Also,
The under.
on the under, right? Let's make sure we get it right here.
All right. Sounds good. I'm excited. I think it should be a good one. I'm no matter how it goes, I think it's going to be a good Super Bowl. Should be exciting for all football fans. Or even maybe if you're not a football fan. I don't know.
Matt D, defense to score first TD. Could happen, I would guess.
Sure.
All right. So yeah, and I do like. So I like Hurts. I like it. I like AJ Brown. I think they can have success. I also think Devontae Smith can have success. But I think in the end, for me, Mindy, the under is the way to go. Like I said, one of the first things I said out of the gate, we talked about the line on that first show on that Monday after we knew, is that it just looked to be one score too much considering what the defenses have done of late. I know it's a Super Bowl, everything's magnified, maximize the time, take every Danielson, will there be a safety? One thing I always noted, like when I'm watching a football game, this is just a generality, but when I see a safety in a game, especially early in the game, I immediately bet the under live in game. I think the defenses are dominating this game, so unless it's some fluky safety. Remember, Tom Brady famously got a safety on the first play of the game, right? Wasn't it Tom that had an intentional grounding from the end zone?
Oh yeah.
The first plays of the game, it was a safety 2-0, just like that. So yeah, and here's another one prop. Shortest TD under. So Kelce likely to get into the end zone, right? He's chalk, but he's really good chalk. I mean, it's almost like not necessarily poor odds considering that he's favored. But the other one is for me is Jalen Hurts. To get a touchdown, they are so good on that sneak. I talked about Brady, and he's the greatest quarterback sneaker of all time. But the Eagles have really perfected that goal line push play that they've done several times this year. And they used they'd say, oh, you can't push the guy anymore. You shouldn't be able to do that. Well, it's football. I think you should be able to push your own guy.
Why not?
Stop him.
It's all name of the game. It's similar to what? Rugby, right?
Max Newman's on the Hurts anytime TD. So, all right, I want to see if I get just a few more props on Super Bowl discussion before we move on. But our official play here, Mindy, is
consensus play number one.
Our official consensus play is on the under, and make sure you buy Mindy's Super Bowl winner today because you don't know who she wants. And I want you guys. Look, she's the hottest handicapper, one of the hottest handicappers on the internet, and we want to know who's going to win the game. So make sure we buy Mindy's premium pick on the Super Bowl to see who she thinks will win this game. She'll probably, yep. Yep. Well, not percent better. Percent better is not betting this. He never bets the Super Bowl. And I'm like opposite. I mean, I get it. Tony was saying it. I think it's a popular comment, the hype and, let's get on with it already. But I think the Super Bowl is great. And I'm not a big props player. And I'll be playing props all over the place.
That's what I said. I never play any of the props. And I'm like, well, I'm in on a couple. So sure, why not, right?
I do like live betting the Super Bowl to a certain. I try to get that little middle village, if you will. Try to go a little back and forth. Hey, Demetrius Crandall's here today. Great
Nice.
to have Demetrius.
Yeah, so here's the script, Ramon. So this is why everyone's been
Yes. Oh
betting
yeah,
that
you did get a
30.
copy of the script.
Yeah, this is why everyone's betting the 37-34 end game. 37 for the Eagles, 34 for the Chiefs. So it has the Chiefs going up by 10. Then it is a 13-24 game there in the second. Then the Eagles score 11 in the third. And then, then they just go lights out there in the fourth quarter. So, yeah. So that's why they have it a 34-37 total. And everyone's been betting that. So it started out at like minus or like plus 400 odds. And I think it's down to like what, even money now because everyone's betting that script score. So
I like finding the exact score. I usually try to do exact score prop a little bit.
so they had someone that bet what? Like the Eagles exact team score is 4 for like millions of dollars. It was crazy.
Well, and I saw one particular, like one analyst, like a pretty much an expert analyst on one of the major shows, if you will. It's a news gambling kind of show, and he says, "Oh, I've got Patrick Mahomes throwing 4 touchdowns, and my prediction is 33-30 Chiefs." And I'm like, this man's an expert, supposed to be one of the experts, a gambling expert. Okay, I get it. Maybe they miss an extra point and they kick 2 field goal. I get it, but 33, that doesn't. To me, I don't know if I try to make myself look a little bit like I,
Like,
he's going to throw 4 touchdowns, but they're going to score 33 points. Like I'm totally predicting they're going to miss an extra point and make 2 field goals to get to 33. So I don't know. It's certainly possible. How about scoregami? I did see maybe a prop. I didn't see what the odds were, but that maybe there would be a scoregami in the Super Bowl. So I don't know what realistic numbers are left. We're running out of scoregamis, I think. So Scotch says Hurts under in passing yards. You look at Hurts's numbers, very efficient, but again, not right. What at 5.8 per. So like I said, just not explosive. And Matt's got 0 and 3. Matt, are you playing the community squares or did you pick the ones? Because everyone does. Do you do community squares at your party, Mindy?
Yeah, well, my niece that plays, softball. Her softball team did a big one. Everyone gets a square, and then we usually just draw the 1 through 10, and that's who we have for our pool. So pretty easy.
Because one sports book, and I think a few have started to follow, but they've kind of broken it down where you don't have to, because like it sucks to go to a party, right, and get stuck with 2 and 9.
Yeah.
And 5 and stuff, right? So that based on the results of all football games in the history of football, they've kind of positioned it where you can take Super Bowl squares with true odds. So if you wanted 3-0, 7-3, 7-4, you can do that, and you just don't get as good of a payout, but you can take it like as a prop in a way.
Yeah, and I did see that there is bingo today free on one of the apps as well. So it's you can play that and you get a free prize when you win. So it's going to be like if there's an interception, a touchdown, 10 yards, like pretty easy stuff to get. So
that's what I was going to do with us if we had like an online virtual party, but I couldn't get it together in time. We just got the Discord started recently, and everyone wants to enjoy they don't want 4 hours of Ramon talking about Super Bowl when the Super Bowl is going on. I'll just be by myself eating my lasagna in front of a giant screen and I'm watching another Super Bowl go by. There's not going to be anybody telling me to turn on a movie at halftime. we'll be watching it all the way through. If anybody doesn't have anything else, we're going to move on. Eagles
Super
and
good.
Chiefs under the official play. Kelsey anytime, like Hurts anytime, and over props on. I do like over props.
Did you find any of the alternate ones, the weird ones, like if there's going to be a streaker or an octopus or something like that?
There are a lot. Some of those, like, it's really weird. Like we were talking about the Gatorade color earlier. Sometimes clear water looks like blue sometimes, and I don't know. That's always kind of weird, right? The color of the Gatorade, the time of the national anthem, the standard ones, So saw someone mention over in the national anthem, and the leak came out. I believe the leak came out under, right? But I don't, sometimes that changes. So
It'll probably be a push.
all right, everybody, enjoy the game. Mindy and I will take the under, and again, you'll have to buy Mindy's pick. Apparently, if you want to know who she likes, and me too, I'll have my premium pick today in the Eagles versus the Chiefs. You see, I don't have any green on. I don't have any red on. If you've watched the show, I won't even go any further into it. But if you've watched the show, I think people might know who I'm on if you're a regular to the show. And again, I'd like to know more about what you guys like. You guys put a lot of good props in there, and some of you put the wins and the loss, who you guys like as well. But I don't know if I got a full. I didn't really see a lot of, I thought we were just seeing mostly props in there. I don't know if we even saw a lot of people saying Chiefs, Eagles, over, under. So enjoy the game, everybody.
Right.
That's it. Right, Dave? Thank you.
See, I just need like a full-time hairstylist, then I wouldn't have to,
Yes, me too.
Obviously,
I could use.
Because there ain't no way I'm getting up and doing my hair in the morning. I'm way too lazy for that. Come on now.
Daniel's got his plays. All right.
Should be a good one, folks. I'm excited.
That's our show. Thanks. Good night.
Peace out.
We've got other games leading up to the Super Bowl. Let's build our bankroll a little bit.
That's right.
And have some extra.
Yeah, these kick off both in the afternoon, right?
Afternoon your time.
Right.
1 o'clock here with the Grizzlies and the Celtics. An hour later will be the Pistons and the Raptors. That one will lead up right into the pregame show, pretty much. Be over, unless it goes like 2 overtimes, and it could go to the start of the game or so. But yeah, NBA coming up right now. All right, Mindy, the Grizzlies and the Celtics here mentioned in the chat, what it seems low, but the Grizzlies are looking pretty decent, I think. And maybe that's why the line is so low, it was mentioned in the chat. I don't know. We could use some help with our NBA, so let's get your plays, everybody. We were awful yesterday in the NBA, despite my 11-2 performance in premiums. And I did have premium winners yesterday, Mindy. I had I had premium winners in the NBA. I guess mostly I guess I was hooked up mostly in college ball. But go ahead, Mindy, with this one. Grizzlies and Celtics. I'm showing right now the Celtics are favored by 3.5 to 27. It's dipped a point here, half a point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like you today, right? I kind of tend to lean a little bit towards the Grizzlies, but it's one of those, like, I don't think that is my best play here to give out on the show. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the under. Celtics 3-0 over the last 3 games here. Grizzlies 2-1. Under, though, is 6-0 in the Grizzlies last 6, playing on a day's rest. Under 5-1. The Celtics last 6, following a straight-up win. Gonna go ahead and take the under. I have it down as what, 227.5-ish?
Yeah, pretty much. Butterscotch mentioning Jaylen Brown likely out today. So Angel said his best bet's Grizzlies. Celtics looking a bit shaky. And the Grizzlies have come back now after that losing streak. But I agree with Mindy. I'm going to go with the under in this one.
I'll have something to do this afternoon. Be
well,
rooting for some missed shots.
Yeah, and again, I feel bad. I apologize for a crummy day yesterday. So hopefully we get it back going today. This total definitely is going down as we speak. It opened like at 2:30 or so. Brown is out. He was out the last game as well. So, but I like the under in this one with Memphis and Boston. These two teams do trend, toward the under, especially Memphis. 2-8 to the under in their last 10 games. 3-6 to the under as an underdog. So. All right, and Demetrius is out. It looks like Demetrius has a two-teamer for us today. Thank you. Airplane Boop, Celtics money line, and the under. Nathaniel joining us from Israel. He's leaning Boston. Matt, Celtics at home. TJ under. So we'll take the under in this one, Mindy.
Okay.
Grizzlies, I think, are probably live. They're getting some attention from our chat as well. Percent better looks like under 227 for him as well. All right, Mindy, we're on the under. We're going to pick every game today. We got to get all of our money back. Let's go on tilt.
Right. If you lose 7, you got to win 7, right? That's how it works.
Pistons and Raptors here. Raptors minus 11 and the total 228.
Yeah, this one here, I'm also going to go 3 for 3 to the under. I'm going to go under 228 here. Pistons 1-2 over their last 3. Raptors 2-1 over their last 3 as well. Combined points for these two teams has been heading at about 217-ish. Under 5-0 Pistons last 5. Under 6-1 the Pistons last 7 here overall. So far I'm 3-0 to the under today, Ramon.
Okay, and I think Nathaniel, I think he's saying under here. Corday likes the Raptors to smash in this one.
I just don't know.
I'm not sure either. I feel like this one might be the takeoff game a little bit. So I'm going to go with the under as well with Mindy. Butterscotch says he's going to take the Pistons here. Angel says, because of the back-to-back, he's kind of hesitant to, take the Pistons here. So.
Yeah, I mean, I have it really modeled out right at that 10 points. So it's really nothing to write home about. I guess my lean would maybe be to the Pistons a little bit, but I just don't know. I mean, I think these games are really close here today.
Yeah. And I'm thinking the Pistons, I don't think they played yesterday, right? No. I don't think the Pistons played yesterday. Maybe is okay. Yeah, Pistons. No, I don't think they. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pistons for Angel. Of course, Angel's going to be on the Pistons money line.
That's right.
Plus 425 at least. Airplane Group wants to go under. Matt's going to have a money line parlay here. Corday says Canada's not going to worry about the Super Bowl. But Canada, there are some gambling fools up there, and I mean that with a total compliment.
I mean, Ramon, look, you were all over Canadian football, so why shouldn't there be any, Canadians liking the American football?
Well, way back, I'm a longtime Montreal Alouettes fan. Still today, they are terrible. And anybody tying in any multi-sport same game parlays or props with they have sometimes what will, more points. For example, they might have, Jason Tatum points scored and, you know, who's it? Boston Scott rushing yards or something like that. Anybody got any of those uh, props going? So Dave says that is a lot of points. I mean, the Pistons, like they're definitely a team that's not doing well against the spread, but they're not awful against the spread. They're just really a few games under 500 when it comes to covering. But I'm going to go under with Mindy in this game. The Pistons are 3-7 to the under in their last 10. And I like this one to go under 228.
All right. I like it. I like it.
Run all three unders so far.
Can we keep it up? I'm going to say no. It ends here, Ramon. It ends here.
All right. Let's go to college basketball. We're going to look at 3 games, or maybe 4. We had a suggestion for another game, so we might do it. But let's get into our games, I think, first and take a look at the games that we planned on previewing and everything leading up to the bowl, of course.
Thanks, Gary.
So
see ya if you're leaving. Bye-bye.
Okay. Great. It was great to have Gary with us today.
For sure.
We'll celebrate Gary as our new viewer. I'm sure he's been with us, but Michigan State and Iowa State in this one. Ohio State at home, favored here by 3.5, and the total is 137.
Oh, geez. Ohio State's lost 5 in a row now, scoring 64 points a game while allowing 73. Michigan State here, 2-3 over their last 5, scoring 62.5 points a game and only allowing 67 here on defense. Michigan State, they've held 3 of their last 4 opponents to 61 or fewer points. And Ohio State, they just struggle with their outside shooting. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with them, but I'm going to take Michigan State today. Plus,
I'm going to take Michigan State with Mindy and roll here against this Buckeyes team that not only, what's wrong with Ohio State all of a sudden, Mindy? I'm not sure. And we already, know that Butterscotch here. Yeah, Tony, that's in our preview. Hang tight. Butterscotch says Michigan State. Here's E. E is here today. He's been with us before. And
that's right.
Michigan State. So we'll take the 3.5 points with Michigan State here. Michigan State, I think they can get the money here. Ohio State not only struggling the last 5, they're 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games.
Jeez, where'd they go?
What happened, Ohio State? So let's take Sparty today, plus 3.5. Tony's on him as well. This looks like a consensus play. You thought it was going to end, Mindy, but we've agreed on every game so far.
Well, I meant for the over-under, that would be.
Oh, okay.
For picking 3 straight unders, that will end.
Well, maybe, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Stay in the Big Ten right now with Purdue and Northwestern. In this one, we have Northwestern, an underdog, of course, against Purdue. Purdue favored on the road by 4.5, and the total 131.5.
Yeah, my modeling gives me a split here in this one. So I'm going to stay away from the side, and I'm going to go for a total here. Purdue 4-1 over their last 5 here, putting up 78 a game. Northwestern 3-2, putting up 65. Taking the over in this one, Ramon. That's why I said the streak is going to end. I'm taking over 5-0 in the Boilermakers last 5 overall, over 5-1 the Wildcats last 6. Following a win here as well. Taking over the total, 131.5.
I thought you meant that the streak was going to end, that we were not going to be in agreement on every game. But that's incorrect, because I like the over in this game, and I'm willing to play it with you and go over. Yeah, maybe these teams have Northwestern at home especially. They do play a lot of unders. Hey, John Karras is here.
Hello.
Great to see you, John, today. Nice. Welcome, John. Corday on Northwestern. He gave it to us earlier. He gives it to us again to make sure we got it. Thank you, Corday. I don't know if I necessarily disagree with him here. Purdue money line for
So I said I have a
airplane
split.
boop. Yeah, look, Purdue
Close.
keeps getting it done right now. I mean,
They
there's just
do. They do.
yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, they're under 500. They're 12-13 against the spread, but they have covered 7 of the last 10 games. Northwestern, though, pretty good on the money. TJ's on the over now. Yep. So, all right, man, we're gonna agree on every game here today, possibly.
That's fine. I need, like I said, I need to calm my nerves throughout the day with additional hoops action.
Well, we
It's
should.
perfect.
Hopefully, we get it right compared to yesterday. I feel terrible.
Even though we picked a lot of wrong, TJ was like, "Well, I took all of your winners, and I just went 12-4."
Right. I mean, that's the thing we have going for it. Like I said, I'm not as happy today because of the losing day for Team Steam. Yes, I'm stoked. 11-2 with my private plays, but and again, I mean, sometimes I pivot away. I don't know. So Percent Better says this one's going down. Purdue and Northwestern. Let's take a look.
We'll have it go down. That's okay by me.
Yeah.
We're going over it. Oh, did he mean that? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do show some big time movement right now on the under in the Iowa Minnesota game right now, Mindy. That one kind of looks like it's on the move a little bit. I don't know if it's official steam, but I also saw that Wofford and Greensboro were getting hit to the under as well. So Blake was asking about the injury yesterday, Mindy. College basketball note here. Blake, of course, with his team, mentioned it just because, that's Blake's team, Mindy. Tennessee, yes, he likes all of his Tennessee teams, but Tennessee Tech specifically, and I don't know if you caught this, Mindy.
I did see that you wrote on Discord that the game ended with like 3 minutes to go.
Yes, right. And so all bets will be voided in most, check your book's rules, but on that one, it's pretty straightforward. Even with the side, you're probably not in most places, unless it's one of those promotions and they feel, bad about it, then they will kind of, maybe give you a complimentary win. All those funny ones where people always complain, oh, why don't they give us our money back for this one? Books can do whatever they want. If they want to promote it, if a star player goes out, they can. But yeah, there really doesn't seem like. I can say this from, let's see, from the beat reporter at the Tennessean that he was released from the medical center and did return to Cookeville. So the good news there on Wood, but the game did end with his injury with 3 minutes and change.
So what kind of injury was it?
It may have been. I don't really even want to say.
I mean, was he say running and collapsed, or
more of a
shooting and got hit?
Right, a bone struck, like a head neck concussion type of thing, I think.
Okay, so shooting and getting upended and falling, something like that.
Nothing that was like a heart related or anything like we've seen like some of those instances. This was more of a contact type of play there that kept him out. So Percent Better asking about. I use Don Best and Sports Insights, two major line services, and they have little prompts when the steam is moving, and that's what I just copy and paste that into the chat. I'm not taking any necessarily proprietary information. It's something I pay for and just pass along to the chat. So when you see me put up that information in the chat, and I do it as soon as possible, but usually the line has already moved. But just note that when you do see those in the Discord, or anytime I mention this game is getting steamed, that it's happened within the last few minutes, and it's worth investigating as far as why the game is moving if you're interested. So, all right, Lowry, I'm going to say hi to Lowry Pukai. I don't know what those emojis are necessarily, but I don't think it's anything. Maybe that's hockey. Maybe those are hockey pucks.
Yeah, perhaps.
I think that probably is Lowry, but I don't know if it's Lowry. So Jeffrey says Northwestern kind of an under team at home. Northwestern's a big time under team at home, no doubt about it. But I will note that Northwestern has gone under in just 3 of their last 10 games. So I want to go over in this one. To me, that's where you talk about the line movement. I'm kind of looking at the line movement in this one a little bit. Let's see, it opened 131-ish, and it's pretty much 131 and a half. So not a big line move. I do show the trendy book here in Las Vegas is at 132, and let's see, there may have even been reported steam on the over in this Northwestern and Ohio State game, but no, that is not the case necessarily. But I'm still taking over. All right. Oh, okay. Nathan lost his 3-teamer last night with Brooklyn. We thought we won too, Nathan.
Yeah, when the score comes across, my update, because I kind of had it on the NBA network there a little bit, and didn't see the replay till after. I was like, all right, we covered. Then nope.
Yeah, that Hail Mary shot didn't count. Would have sent it to overtime, right? Or would have given the win. I'm trying to remember.
Well, it was weird because when it came across like Yahoo or whatever, it said 100-101, Nets winning 100-101. So they were totally messed up when I saw it, and then I came back and got the notification again, and then I turned it, over to see what was going on, and then, saw that the play the ball did not get out of his hand.
Yeah, and why would they? And you see that too often. Actually, they like put the score up there pending a review. I've seen that, more. No, Matt, I will check out the Portland State ending. I don't know why I missed that.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That was crazy. It was a buzzer beater. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, would have went to overtime. Thanks, Latifa. Yeah. Hail Mary shot there at the last second. So, all right, Mindy, one more, or two more, but one more on our official roster. And, well, I'm interested to see what you say. We're going to agree on all these games. But SMU and Wichita State continuing to be hot. -6.5, total 139.
Gonna try the total again with an over. Wichita State now 2-3 to the over the last 5 here, putting up 77 a game. SMU 2-3 to the over their last 5, putting up 72 a game. Over 10-1 in Wichita State's last 11, 13-3 in SMU's last 16. I'll take the over.
That's a lot of trends going over right there. Those are massive. SMU's also 9-2 to the over on the road. 10-4 to the over as a dog. We're making it a clean sweep. Butterscotch is on the over. Why wouldn't this game go over for sure? Latifa loves the over now after hearing that. Nathan Cerna's on the Shockers first half -3.5. So I like the over here, Mindy. Also, we're on agreement all 3 games.
Look at us go.
Over 137.5. Why not? Hey, don't forget to check out Tony's videos today. He previewed 9 college basketball games
Today?
Check out his new thumbnails. He's proud of. They're looking pretty cool. I don't know. The football one is kind of weird. It's like Eagles and Chiefs real small, but the versus is real big. But they look cool. Somebody's doing a good job on those. I'm sure we'll refine them a little bit. But Tony's deep dive, 9 NBA, 9 college games, got the 2 basketball. And he's got his football Super Bowl preview video up as well. So make sure you check out Tony's videos today as well, previewing a bunch of games. So, and we're going to look at one more. Yeah. It was the game between Mount St. Mary's and you have that? I'm sure you do, Mindy.
I do.
Okay, let's get ready to check it out then, because let's see, this is going to be Mount St. Mary's on the road.
Well, I have Mount St. Mary's and Fairfield going over the total today. I have them over on 1, 2, 3 models. So most of these teams really kind of lack a little bit more on defense. They don't, score a ton of points, but they just allow, quite a few. Just allow a ton. So we'll be going over the 125.5.
All right, Mindy's going over in that game between Mount St. Mary's and Fairfield. Maybe we're going to not
agree on everything.
Right. Well, the Sharps are, let me tell you, the Sharps are on the over on this one for sure. But I just have a little bit of reservation, with these two clubs going over a little bit, particularly Mount St. Mary's, I think. So I don't know. I'll probably end up with the side here. I mean, Mount St. Mary's is 3-7 to the under in their last 10. Fairfield's been an under all season. They're 8-15 to the under. So probably not going to. We're not going to agree on every game. We'll agree on every game that's in the show rotation. How's that? But no, I'm going to pivot to the side here. Take a look at Fairfield in this one. I think Fairfield laying the points. Mount St. Mary's been playing okay. God, what was that game the other night? Take a look here and see if there's any. Just want to see here. Sharps are on Mount St. Mary's. It looks like to me. So, boy, that is tough. Man, they might get the money. All right, we'll take the challenge. Well, do I want to take the challenge here? You guys caught me on this one. All right, Mindy's on the over in Mount St. Mary's and Fairfield. And I'm just going to pass.
Pass the end.
Yeah. I'm glad Mindy could help you guys out.
Yeah, I might have Mount St. Mary's and Fairfield this game on Tony's site.
Oh, okay. You might have something on the side, huh?
Might, yes. And then do you want to take a look at Quinnipiac, Canisius?
Oh, okay.
No. I know I looked over that one too.
Well, they'll have to come up with something. Can't pass on 2 games. All right, and Quinnipiac on the road here, road favorite at Canisius. They're favored by 5, and the total is 146.5.
Yeah, so I might have the side along with the last game in a 3-pack over at Tony's Picks if you want to pick those up. But for me, if I go ahead and look to the total, I'm going to go ahead and take the under today. My modeling has under in 3 of these, but they're all by about a basket. So if I take a look, offensive efficiency is pretty decent. Defense efficiency, not so good. Both play pretty high tempo as well. So again, I just think with where they've been here over the last, rolling average over the last 3 games, I think that's kind of maybe going to dictate more of it than not. Right now, Quinnipiac's playing pretty good defense, only allowing 70 a game. And then offensively, Canisius is at 66 points of offense.
All right, Mindy's on the under here with these two. I don't know if I'm going to be joining you again on this one, but I do think that I will be on Canisius here. Canisius, they're okay as an underdog, but more so it's Quinnipiac, 4-11-1 to the as a favorite, a very poor favorite, and here they're on the road at Canisius. Yeah, they've covered more games on the road, 7-5, but I think as a favorite, that's what worries me. I'm going to take Canisius at home here. So no problem, TJ. I think so. No, but you know what? So Mindy got me in one, but I think I came back the next day. So no pizzas owed. I think I came back the next day. So nobody owes any pizzas yet. So I'll be on the Golden Griffins in this one +5. Mindy is on the under.
That's the mascot of the new high school, that my brother's kids are going to go to.
Oh, okay. Golden Griffins or just Griffins?
Just the Griffins.
Okay.
The Gretna Griffins.
Oh, I'm down with that. I mean, the Griffins are a team that I've covered for a long time, a team that I've covered specifically all my life. I've been covering the community college football team where I used to live for ever since I was a teenager, and they're the Griffins. And the Griffins are a mythical creature. I think it's half horse, half eagle.
Right. Or lion and eagle or something, right?
Yeah, lion, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, lion and eagle. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's college basketball for today, I do believe.
That is it. Hockey.
Is that Jeffrey on Quinnipiac here? Okay, well, let's get these hockey games in, Mindy. Let's get going. We're just still thought we'd have a short show here today. Started off with Edmonton.
No better.
Edmonton on the road here today at Montreal. Boy, it was a great night of hockey. How about it, Latifa? Did you have to work, or were you could have watched hockey from basically 9:07 a.m. until about 10:07 p.m. last night, 13 hours straight. There was just a little window where we were waiting for a game to start, but other than that, it was 13 hours straight.
Yeah, I had full-time 2 hockey games on this side and full-time 2 basketball games on this side, and then the one in the middle of Mindy's choice, Mindy's selection. So yeah, it was pretty fun. A good hockey card.
The Oilers, like I said, took that steam. Should they be 280? Boy, this is a high-scoring series when these two teams meet the last 6 games.
What did you say, Ramon? High scoring? I think I'll go over the total since you, I felt like you weren't quite done with your intro, and I cut you off.
No, I mean, again, I'm trying not to give, I try never to give it away. I mean, I know you're going to always go with what you're going with.
Right. Yeah. Even if I was against, I'd be like, what'd you say? But yeah, I mean, the Oilers here, 3-1 to the over in the last 4, putting up 4.5 goals a game. Canadians 1-3. Again, they're putting up 3 goals a game over the span. Over 7-2, the Oilers' last 9 road games. 3-0-1 in the Canadians' last 4 home games. They can be over.
On the show, we did pretty well in hockey yesterday, at least. Here's Butterscotch wanting Edmonton -1.5. Man, that's a high price in this game.
For the 1.5?
No. Well,
oh, because I was going to say, yeah, that's like -110. So I was like,
yeah, no, it's not a high price like juice wise, but it's a high price considering,
Gotcha.
this game, right? I mean, I think it's a high price, like $280. Maybe you consider that a cheap price. So, but I'm going to do it with you, Mindy. We're going to go on the over, of course.
Right.
That's why I said it. I mean, series history points to it. Look, we know that Edmonton's a massive over, but Montreal's an under team, 17-27 to the under as an underdog. Latifa's going to go on the over, though, here. Edmonton is 31-15 to the over this season, 21-9 to the over as a favorite. So I think it just works out a little bit more to the over. Here, for example, Montreal, they're a team that has trended under this season, but at home, they are 14-10 to the over. And of course, the series history: 6 straight games have gone over in this series. 7 goals or more in 6 straight games, if I'm not mistaken. So let's be on the over here and
Let's
take
do it.
another premium pick in this.
Free complimentary premium consensus plays.
Absolutely free. Absolutely free. If you ever missed the show and want to make sure you get the premium consensus picks, you can subscribe to them over at Tony'sPicks.com. And Mindy and I get the commission on that. So we appreciate it if you do go over there and want to pick up this package.
And people still buy, so we appreciate all that. So thank you.
Yep. When we're winning, okay. Kraken on the road here, their favorite, and they're going up. They're up to
Who's my favorite road team, Ramon?
Yeah, but you didn't go with them last time, and I think you were right? Kraken here minus $1.55, 6.5, under 20. So it's coming in on the Kraken. It's coming in on the under.
I'm coming in on the Kraken. They're 6th in goals for right now, still 181. Dealing with a little bit of injury, so hopefully they can get back. Kind of get back to basics here, get moving, get through those defensemen for the Flyers. The Flyers are, again, we talked about a team that likes to win on the puck line, so probably should be another close game here. But Kraken still ranked first in the NHL in shooting percentage, and of course, pretty much near last in penalty kill percentage. They're 4-0 in their last 5, first a team with a losing record, though. I'm going to take the Kraken today.
Okay, 4th straight road game. We know the Kraken are terrific on the road, but they've lost all 3 games. So is this the one where they can turn it around today on the road? I think so. Look, they're still 16-5 on the road. Cuddy likes the under. Corday likes the under. So Airplane Boop said Oilers. We know that. And, the teams definitely trend under a little bit in this situation or of late, right? Seattle's an under team this year. Philly's 17-23 to the under as an underdog, but Seattle does trend over on the road and Philly trends over at home. Butterscotch says Sandstrom in goal is a concern here. TJ, though, wants to go under. The trends to me say over, but the money to me says under. Tifa might want the Kraken here. We're on the Kraken.
Right.
Give me the Kraken. Another game. We're on together here, Mindy. Seattle 7-2-1 in the last 10, despite because let's see, 7-3 and no, can't be that. 7-4-1. Whatever the game, we know they've lost the 3 straight, so I'm ready to come back in on the Kraken on the road today. Scotch, you're right. Let me see if I have the goalies yet or any probables. But I don't know if I do, but I'm thinking that it would be Mark, Sandstrom as well. All right, Airplane Boop wants Flyers on that puck line, it looks like here. All right, let's keep it going.
Yeah, the Flyers, I think they're up to 16 or 17 wins in a row on the puck line, but it's still sitting at minus 195. So
yeah, and as a puck line favorite, the Flyers, as a puck line dog, 28-13 overall. So considering this price, even at minus $1.80, that's in there. That's in the range. So if you like it, but man, that's a high price. So, all right, Sharks and Capitals here. The Caps minus $1.85. Total is dropping as well, 6.5 under minus 115.
Yeah, and I like the under, Ramon. The Sharks scored 1 goal in their last game versus the Panthers. Capitals scored 2 goals in their last one here versus the Bruins. What happened to those Bruins? But the under 9-4-1 the last 14 meetings between these two teams here. The under is 4-0-1 the Capitals' last 5 games here as well. taking the under.
All right, Mindy will be on the under today. I'm going to be with Corday here, and I'm going to take the Sharks on the money line. The Sharks have taken
money line.
sharp action here. Yeah, I'm going to get on the Sharks here
That's
in
a
this
big plus
one.
money. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Plus at least $1.50, I would think, on the plus money. What do we got them listed at there? Let's see. On the screen, 165 or so. Oh, 185. Yeah. So maybe we get plus a 165 or so. Yeah, they lost to Florida, but remember they beat Tampa before that. They beat Pittsburgh before that. They've really come up playing pretty strong on this long road trip. Well, I say long road. I mean, they've been on the road. I mean, obviously they were the All-Star break off, but they headed right back on the road after that. Lost that last game to Florida. I've got San Jose here in a bounce back against the Caps today. I'm going to take the Sharks on the money line with Corday here. So, and Cuddy's on the Sharks. Says the Caps have been a killer of late. So, yeah. What did Butterscotch say? San Jose plus 1.5 minus $1.55. Well, it's not awful. It's just the Sharks are just 23-15 as a puck line dog. So, okay, and Mindy's out under and
rounding
under
on the pack.
the Sharks. Yep, we got to get ready. I got to get in the kitchen.
That's right.
Anaheim and the Ducks here in the late game. As I say the late game, it's at noon Eastern, 3 Eastern, 2 Central, noon Pacific. In this one, the Knights are minus 340, 6.5 under 50.
Go Ducks on the puck line. 3 of their last 4 here have been within 1 goal. Ducks averaging about 3 goals a game over the last 4. Knights here scoring 3 goals as well over their last 4 games. I'm going to go with the Ducks here. Plus 112, plus 1.5 goals.
Boy, I like that. I like the Ducks on the puck line here. Let's do one more. I'll go with you on this one. Yeah, 3 out of 4 games. Wow. All right. We're gonna have an exciting day.
We only disagreed on like 1 today. Is that it? Wow. And maybe we didn't totally disagree on that Sharks game, by the way.
No, exactly. Good point. And no comments necessarily on this game just yet. Give it another second or two, but I like Anaheim in this one on the puck line against the Knights.
This is going to be a sweet day. We have so much action going on. I love it. All right.
Anaheim VGK under for Scotch. Yeah, I couldn't. The Sharps are all over the over in this game, but I'm not seeing it. I think I also prefer the under here in this one. A 6.5 really with these two. Right, in this situation, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure 6.5, especially with VGK. They can't score, and they can probably limit Anaheim a little bit. Anaheim's an over team, mostly because they give it up. So, all right, here come the plays, the recap for Mindy. We've got the under in the Super Bowl. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages today, including Mindy and I. We've got picks in the Super Bowl.
Who is Mindy taking for the Super Bowl?
What's up if you don't? And again, to belittle, we're here every day picking games, so I'm not, saying to dissuade. I hope they don't fire me, but in the Super Bowl, everyone's got their own opinion, right? No one really wants to rely on a tower. You can't. I mean, we got our pick. There's sound picks. I wish I could go into it a little further. We did. If you go back and watch our shows, you know who Mindy and I like. But Cuddy says, keep that hot streak going. Yeah, we cooled down yesterday, if that's what you mean. But I don't think it's necessarily moved us off the monthly leaderboard. There's our NBA Grizzlies under, Pistons under. Thanks, guys, for that. And college basketball, Michigan State plus the points, Purdue over and Wichita State over. Here comes Cuddy with plays. Tony Livernesi is against you, Mindy.
I know. It's okay.
You know.
I don't mind. I mean, everyone has their team. Like that's what makes all of this fun. The rivalry, the competition, the plays that dictate it, you know, to be able to talk about it tomorrow. So it's exciting no matter who you're on. You know, I just hope it's a good game. Like I don't want any, real big blowout or anything like that. I hope it comes down to the wire. I like it when they're exciting. It'll be fun.
Oilers over, Kraken money line, and the Ducks. Man, we got action today. Blake's ready for college baseball season. Well, get me to the regionals. I tore
you
it
guys
up.
Can come to the College World Series. Hang out with me in Omaha.
That's right. I love that. Tennessee, what a hotbed for college baseball. All right. Thanks, Cuddy, for those. TJ, thank you. Yeah, we'll get back at it. Let's win today, Mindy, get our winning streak back going because
that's right.
Yeah,
we didn't get to do Corday. He said he's ready for WNBA. I was like, yeah, Ramon was like one of his specialties last season. He did the full video series. So now we could probably cover some of those on the morning steam. Look at that.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, because of the fact that, it's only baseball usually. We haven't really had this show in baseball season.
Right.
So
we had a little bit.
Yeah, it's mostly the postseason, I think, right? So
yeah, like probably maybe a month or so, I want to say, right? Because we started in about September, right? September, October, maybe.
So we got to return Team Steam back to the leaderboards. That's the goal here today.
I think we're still there for year long, right? So we just need to get back up on the weekly.
Okay, we will do it. There we are.
Yep. Yeah, South Carolina, they're always in play.
All right, great show, everyone. Great contributions from the chat as well. Appreciate all you guys today. Enjoy the game. Have fun. It's going to be awesome, and appreciate everybody here. So, all right. Hey, all right, Tony was a.
I know. Can I find you on here if I look you up? South Carolina.
Former Gamecock, Tony Livernesi. Thank you, Tony, as always. Thank you to everyone today. Cuddy, we gave it out. We just gave it out. Hope you caught that right there. Maybe you might be just a little behind, but we just went with all the plays. So.
Oh, I think it was his menu. He's going for the Old Bay honey wings. So that's Cajun honey. It was funny because I always talk about, love like crawfish and crawdads and stuff like that. And I was like, that's what you use, the Old Bay seasoning, even though you get like this much, meat, but still good stuff. So I haven't tried the Old Bay and honey before. Sounds good.
I'm heading in right now to get started on a big giant lasagna. So that's what I'm doing. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks for a great football season as well. Basically, this show started with the football season. So we made it. And, no turning back now. We got too many of you. Wow, Tony. Dang. Demetrius, good to have you.
I think I found him. He has looks like a Gamecock flag on his Facebook page.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
College, University of South Carolina. That must be him. Perfect. Cool.
Go Cox.
Thanks for sharing. That's awesome.
All right, catch you tomorrow. We'll talk about, hey, write down your favorite commercials if you want, everybody. Maybe we'll come up, Mindy, if you can, try to remember your favorites, see which ones you liked, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Hopefully, we're talking more about winners. Jeffrey's with you. So,
all right. Have a good day, everyone.
Great day, everybody. Thanks. For Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.